Hello, this is Seamus, N7MYW. Well, I have a new toy. Always been a fan of shortwave radios, and it's a different era now. Back when I was younger, and I was a young lad growing up in the late 60s, all through the 70s, shortwave radio was at its peak. There were more shortwave stations on the radio bands, and there were more people listening to them than ever before. And while there weren't as many options for radios that were inexpensive back then, you could still pick up a used radio for a good price. Fast forward to today with the internet, and so many people can listen to worldwide stations on the internet. But there are still plenty of shortwave stations out there. Not as many, I grant you that. But the size of the radios, the cost of the radios have come down. This particular radio here has been on my mind for a while, and one of my ham buddies, Todd, KB7RQQ, has one of these and highly recommended it. So I thought I'd give it a try. Now I do have a small Cehuadon, I believe it's an 808. I have to check the model number, 809. It's just a basic AM/FM shortwave and airband receiver, and it does a really good job, and it's very small and ultralight. But I wanted something that would be able to pull in HF signals and decode them for sideband and CW. And this one does that. So I went ahead and ordered one. Got this from Amazon for $79.95. Shipped it to me pretty quick. I think the shipping was free as far as I remember. And I got it in a day or two. So without further ado, it comes in this wonderful little case. It's just kind of an inexpensive little felt case, but it's nice. You pull it out, the first things you notice is how small it is. It's a small little thing. But it works. It works really, really well, and that's just kind of the bottom line. Now, there's some things on it that it doesn't have that I like, but it does light up nicely. One of the main features, of course, like I already mentioned, was the fact that it has a sideband capability. And this particular radio did not have the airband, and that was okay. But the fact that it pulls in the signals on sideband was a definite plus. So there are literally hundreds of reviews of this radio on YouTube. So I'm not going to go and do an in-depth review or anything like that. What I wanted to do is to just show what it looks like, and how large it is, how small it is, and to kind of give an understanding or a little bit of a basis as to why I purchased it. Maybe later I'll do a small review of the characteristics and the sound qualities compared to the Cehuadon and my other little shortwave. But I will say that this little critter is a nice little radio. Look at the size of it. It's just so small and compact. And as you can hear, it's able to put out a decent amount of sound. Now it does come with this extendable whip. Can't do that. I want to make sure that you can see it there. There we go. A little bit better there. So we can focus in a little bit. There we go. But this one's on 40 meters now. But I'm going to go on over to one of the other memory stations I've got memorized in here. Actually, here, we'll just go down, see if there's anything on 40 meters. So just tune, you do 14200. And there it is. Go to sideband. I don't know if they're going to get anything on here. It does have that chuffing sound in between, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't get very good reception up in this apartment. It's a really high noise floor, so getting sideband and CW signals isn't as easy for me. But it does get sideband, and you can actually change the steps and pop it over here if you want to do something smaller. So you can see there that it changes. It doesn't sound like I'm going to be successful in picking up anything today. The band has not been very good. But anyway, I digress. Put that back down there. This is just a real brief overview that the Tecsun PL-330 is a really, really fine little radio. It has 850 memories. I guess I could just look right here. 850 memories. It has this wonderful feature where if you push a button, it will go through and it will lock on to the stations during a particular time of the day, and it will separate all those stations before that time of day, so that when you come back and say it's 1700 hours, it will know which ones that it heard at that particular time it scanned, and it will show you those frequencies. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Has the sideband. It has a lithium battery in the back. You just open this up and it's just a small little cell phone type of battery. Really inexpensive little batteries, and they last quite a long time. Only doesn't have a flap. That's one of the drawbacks. So there was a remedy around that. Todd made me a wonderful little stand for it with his 3D printer. Very sensitive radio. Highly recommended. A little more expensive than I think some people want to spend, but to get something with sideband on it that that is only $80, that's pretty good. Now there are other radios. I have a couple of ham radio handhelds that do this. The Kenwood D74, the Kenwood F6A, both have sideband capabilities, and they're good, but they are not as sensitive as this. So that is what I wanted to show you today. Later on, I will probably do a video showcasing some of the other things, but wanted to bring out the new little toy that I have. Now next week, on June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, down in Seaside, Oregon, is CPAC, the Amateur Radio Convention for 2023. I will be there. Who knows what I'm going to come home with. I have a little money in my pocket, so I'm going to go down there and see what goodies I could find. But something like this, you never know what you might find there. Maybe there's another receiver. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Having YouTube channel is a lot of fun. I do it just for fun. I don't do it for anything else. Just to showcase what I have and some of the fun things that I get to do with this amazing ham radio hobby that it's going on almost 40 years that I've been doing this, and I love it. And every day gets better within this hobby. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and hit the bell icon, and please most definitely hit the thumbs up if you liked it. And that kind of tells me and shows me what content's being appreciated, and putting some more videos up here very soon. So with that, thank you so much for watching. This is Seamus saying 73.